moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. This will be taken in at the 1. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Cousins gives way to Cook. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, an even 90 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's got
what are you doing, Harris? Where's the whole fucking time?
From one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run the counter. Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even 1 step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exact.
He's got daylight. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 83 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
that's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Let's go, dude. Kill. We're going to 53. 47. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run with Pollard. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Kill.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Switch. Check. Hey, Ken. Check. Flip it.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Watch the twist.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. Now Cousins on 4th down, going deep for Diggs. That's going to be caught. And
Where's Jamel?
Score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. 46 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of it.
Little bastard.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, 77 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
It's broadcasting.
Now Forbath for the extra point.
Tell him to do what he did last time.
Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
Yeah, boy. That's our ball. Every time. Keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our ball.
So after the blocked PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On the carry, it's Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Play fake. Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Cook. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Janique, Jaleel, where's your brother? What?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Hey, let's get this. Whip.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Pollard. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Prescott. He finds Austin complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Cook. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. For a chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Cousins. This is Johnson. He's got it. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that.
I let him set the fuck
He's
up,
going
man.
to be stuck cold behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. On second down now, it's Cook. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
I'm picking my play.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
Come on, throw the fucking flag.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And so
there he goes, Amari Cooper.
This bullshit.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper. 76 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2.
Hey, here we go. We're going to 54. 26.
A toss running left. Pollard. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. So that'll make this a 10-point game. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go again. 48 to Mike.
Cousins from the gun on third. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Can't believe they just gave him that
and they
bullshit.
take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Here go 47. 26.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. The 20. And he'll take it into
Fuck
the
out of
end zone
here.
for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a three-point game.
Two fucking touchdowns.
Forbath the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check three. You draw Porkins.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Push him back.
They go play action. Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Olabisi Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? That will be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make
Where your
something
brother?
more
Make sure the door's
important than it
locked.
actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
All right, I don't want to hear it right
They
now.
expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On first down, Pollard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 7, and now it's 3rd down. Prescott to throw it, and he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 24. Go to 54. Line in. Go to 54. Line in.
Prescott. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
46.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. 1 man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
They had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On 2nd down, It's Cook. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Cousins the thrower. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's Austin. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now. Pollard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Forbath, the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully cook the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Lock in, what the fuck you doing?
There. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 82 yards, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Big hold to the 30. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. On 1st down, it's Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They run it again with Cook. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Pilot, 64, weak. First. 55. Hey, Haywood.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds.
Y'all niggas didn't call it!
The clock hits 7 seconds or left. Now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
Check. check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go. Shoot. Check. Press. There we go. Kill.
Now Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper.
Get the fuck out of here! I knew that bum-ass play was coming.
Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Forbath descended away now following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will find it again as it's all the way down.
Dang-ass play. I was waiting for that shit.
This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great.
Oh, that big-ass play is
I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation.